We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Absolute Power Issue 3. This is a 2024 event miniseries from DC Comics, written by Mark Waid, art by Dan Mora, colors by Alejandro Sanchez, letters by Ariana Maher, cover by Dan Mora, associate editor Matthew Levine, edited by Paul Kaminsky. With Amanda Waller having basically been winning this entire time, the heroes are trying to get organized, and they do that at the last possible suspect place, which is, of course, Themyscira. They are under the unfortunately mistaken idea that Themyscira is going to be hidden because the bad guys do find him. But everybody is kind of given tasks, and several groups are splintered off when that happens. Now, we do get references to things going on in Task Force 7, which is Barry on the Run from issue 5, and we do learn that some of the things going on in the ancillary tie-ins are related to what's going on in here, so this does feel a bit incomplete at times. You just have to roll with it unless you want to spend a whole bunch of extra money, which I don't because I'm cheap and poor. We do get to see Aquaman and Wonder Girl fight Bizarro, who has been enhanced by some of the Brainiac Queen's technology, and they take him down in a really amazing way. Mark Waid is a very, very good historian of DC Comics. It's an amazing twist. Now, also, they do know that they need to find Time Commander because he has some information that they desperately need. We also see the return of Aztec's helmet, which I liked Aztec. I thought he was a cool character idea that was just poorly executed. And we also see some new characters, like this werewolf fire creature, which looks really cool. So they brought in some new metahumans to help them out. We get a moment where Airwave feels like a loser, which his character isn't that particularly exciting and never was, but it's nice to see. And Aquaman talks to him for a little while, tries to give him a little moral boost, because they're all trying to be heroes even without their powers. So unfortunately, Brainiac Queen's main weapon is another hero that's being used against them, and things almost go horribly wrong. Batman comes up with some ideas, and they are able to do quite a bit. Unfortunately, we're left with a cliffhanger ending that looks like Flash may be in some serious trouble because he just found a certain sub-basement project that Steve Trevor found out about in the 5th issue of Task Force 7. Overall, this was a very complicated issue because it doesn't necessarily require you to read Task Force 7 or the regular title tie-ins, but those would absolutely help. I think Mark Waid did a real good job of trying to connect all the pieces together without forcing you to buy those. It'd been nice if the editors had put in a box telling you where certain events were happening, like when Barry's running from Velocity. That would have been nice to put in Task Force 7 issue 5 just in a box so that we could know where that is if we want to go pick that up and read it, which would get them more sales as well as give us a reference point for the story. Regardless, it was a good issue and I am having fun reading this. There is some really cool stuff they're breaking out from eras long ago that are pretty interesting to put into modern stuff, like Time Commander and some of the other villains are really nice touches. So it's nice to have somebody that actually knows the characters and the lore really well writing a miniseries like this, so it doesn't feel very generic and forced. This is very well done for what it is, and I'm having a lot of fun reading it. It may be more fun to read in trade paperback, but I don't think that's necessarily a major thing you have to do. You can pick up the individual issues. In fact, the issues may be cheaper because DC really isn't promoting this quite as much as I thought they would. Although Absolute Power seems to be something that they're going to be playing up in the near future, and I have been seeing some people pick this miniseries up. I think a lot of people are sleeping on this, thinking it's just going to be another forgettable event. And I think that would be a mistake if you're a DC reader, because this looks like it is going to impact a lot of future books. So I'm going to recommend it. I think it's a pretty fun miniseries, and I'm having a lot of fun reading it. A lot of the ancillary books are probably going to end up in dollar bins, and that would be a good way to pick them up. But for the main series, I didn't feel cheated for my money, and I'm looking forward to issue 4. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods, and as always, we hope to see you on the next one.